Hello, baby. Unless you're a guy, and then it's, what's up, dude? I thought I'd bring you a full-length game here on YouAlwaysWin. I know you guys, we're not giving up. Media and I play a lot together. It's just I was at a concert last night, and we've been busy with other things too, but we do play all the time. It's just a matter of getting around and trying to get together to do a dual com. But, you know, we work together. We're buds. We're pals. That's what we do. But I thought I'd bring you this anyway. I want to talk about my favorite piece of equipment in Call of Duty and how it's kind of changed a little bit for Black Ops 2, and I think for the better. I hate to admit it, but Treyarch has done a phenomenal job. Way better than many of the previous editions of Call of Duty, probably ever since, I don't know, maybe even Call of Duty 4. I know, I'm saying it, but they're doing an amazing job of balancing. Typically in the past, I know that you could always spot claymores, but it wasn't the same. Not only can you spot claymores in this, but you can use the Black Cat to hack them and make them your own. And at first when I started using it, I'm a very campy type person. I'm learning to move around a little bit. I still do hold areas down just because that's my playstyle. And you know what? It works very well when I play with Meatwagon because he's a rusher. And we play a lot of kill confirmed. So as I'm building up kill streaks and laying down all the smack on everyone outside, he's going around, running around like a madman, scooping up all the tags. But there's one thing that I've had to change though, and when I'm playing, especially like free-for-all or team deathmatch, if I'm playing by myself, not with myself, dirty people. But when I'm playing with this game, typically if I was gonna hold an area down, now I don't sit in a corner and wait. I'll like hold down a building and I'll go from window to window to window to window. Okay, if you want to call it camping, hey, whatever, tomato tomato. But I would use the claymores. I would rely on them, and even if they changed, like if they shot them, it would be like an indicator, be like, hey, you know what, someone shot your claymore. I'd turn around and I always know where my claymores are, so I would put them down, and you know I would turn around. But with the Black Cat now, with them changing it over, I put it down. It's like it's been hacked. I'm like, oh my goodness, it's almost like I'm sealed in. Not only do I have someone coming at me, but I've got a claymore that could potentially kill me, and they have killed me. So I'm like, and my own shock charges as well. So what I do now, as you can see there, I'm moving around and I'm throwing shock charges behind me. I'm putting claymores behind me. So I put the shock charge there, put the claymore, then I usually move forward, pick up the stuff as I'm going along. And what I do is I don't rely on it. I use scavenger, and I'm constantly replacing it. I use it to cover my flank. That's why I actually use it. So my new use for claymores, shock charges, all that stuff, when I use scavenger, is to cover my flank as I'm moving around. Because let's face it, it doesn't give too much protection. And normally, I find with the spawns, people complain about the spawns, so I'm like, okay, you know what? If the spawns are that bad, the best thing that I can do is use these to cover my flank. So as I'm moving forward, I place it down, you know, behind me, and I keep moving forward. That way I don't get, you know, killed. As I'm moving through an open area, I love throwing the shock charge right out in the middle. And as they're running through, you know, it'll at least stun them. It'll give me a second to do a dolphin dive. Oh, man, you know what? I gotta say, the dolphin dive is one of the best things in this game. I struggled for dear life in Black Ops. I did. That's no lie. I've said it before again and again and again. It was probably the only Call of Duty where I really struggled for dear life to get half-decent games. You know what I mean? I'm not a pro player. I'm not MLG. I'm not one of these, you know, ex-cals that can run around with a paperclip and annihilate people. I have to put my try-hard panties on all the time. I mean, my boxers. My try-hard boxers. So I have to do that in order to get kills, and that's typically why I don't go running around. I can, and, you know, if you want, if you're doubting that I can run around, I can easily post an SMG game or whatever, the MP7, and you gotta, I don't mind prestiging. That's the other thing I'm gonna get into. The MP7 is the default, and even when you prestige, you get the Scorpion. That default class with the Scorpion is beast. For those of you that don't play it, don't even worry about prestiging. Do it. You don't lose all the attachments on your weapons, which is brilliant. I've got to say that I'm incredibly happy, even though I'm on a learning curve, which I like. Learning curve in a game is great because it keeps your interest there. You've got room to move. If you were already super good at the game, you're going to get bored with it. I feel bad for people that are actually beastly at this game, because you know what? You are going to get bored with it. You're going to be like, it's the same thing over and over and over again. The reason why people like me keep playing and playing again is because there's room to grow. There's room to get better. And I feel like I am, but I'm feeling like my game's changing a little bit. I like that learning curve. I like the ability to get a little bit better and to grow, because that means that I have room. Like, even if I'm struggling, I'm like, you know what? If I'm if I'm seeing slight improvements, see, I was trying to combine them. Sleeing, that's slight improvements. But if I'm seeing that, it's encouraging, even if it's just a tidbit. And I'll tell you right now, when I first played this for the first day, I played with Bentley and Meatwagon, all three of us, the first night that we played it. And when I think we played about 6 hours or so around there, we were all struggling. And you know what? Quite frankly, I was like, wow, like, it wasn't the game either. I knew it was me. I knew it was something. And I gave it a little bit of leeway, let's just say, because it was launch day. It just came out. You know there's always launch problems. I know the PS3 is having issues as well, but those are going to get resolved. Even if you're, you know, and there's no point in getting mad about it. It's the same story every single year. It will get better. And trust me, once they fix this, even though PS3 may never quite be at the same, you know, gameplay feel as Xbox, if they fix it to the same level that they did with Black Ops, you're gonna have a blast. It's a lot better. It truly is. It's like weapons from Modern Warfare 2. I'm talking about like how nice and easy they are. And quite frankly, I like them easy. I don't want to. This is an arcadey type of game. We're here to have fun. This isn't, you know, Battlefield where we're struggling for dear life. It's more realistic. It's larger maps and all of that sort of stuff. This is supposed to be about running around and nailing people. And sure, with the guns, and again, some people are complaining, oh, it takes so many bullets to drop people. But you know what? You've got to take the good with the bad. It's a yin and yang type thing. If it wasn't, I mean, if that's what you want, you got to play hardcore. The weapons are way more accurate. They don't walk as much. In Black Ops, the original, I say Black, I was going to say, obviously, the original anyway. I'm yammering on. Take that, Death Machine. You likey? This is the M8A1, by the way. I'm kind of unlocking it. I used it a little bit with the select fire, and I want to try it again. I'm giving everything an opportunity. The only gun that I have right now that's gold is the SMR. So I've actually prestiged the SMR twice, so the max, so you can prestige your weapon twice. I've done it twice. I've unlocked everything for it. I've got the gold on it, and I'm happy. It's like my little tank. It's just, I don't know, I just have a ton of fun. It's not the easiest. You can't really run and gun with it because it's, well, it's slow firing. Even with the select fire, and I put that on there, it's very, very slow. Ideally, I would like 2 assault rifles that I'm comfortable with, 2 SMGs, maybe a shotgun, and 1 sniper just for poops and giggles. That's my objective, and right now I'm working with the M8 to see if that's going to make the cut. Make the guns for hire cut, and we'll see. Anyway, stay tuned for more videos. Of course, some dual comms with Meatwagon and myself, and hopefully some zombies as well. Oh yeah, stay tuned, and if you haven't done so already, subscribe and rate the video.